On the phone right now, we've got Diana Daniels. She is a resident of Barcelona. She is currently in lockdown. She is at her office in Barcelona. Diana, it's Suhana in Toronto. Can you hear me? Let's try this one more time, because as you can imagine, everybody's trying to make calls into or out of Barcelona. Diana, can you hear me? It's Suhana in Toronto.
Hi, yes, I can hear you.
I'm hearing you very faintly. I'm going to ask you to speak up, Diana, so our viewers can hear you. What is your status right now?
Well, thank you. Right now we are under lock. It seems that the person was on the run, so most of the buildings that are here in Barcelona near to the scene are under lock. We are in closed. Nobody can go out, and everybody needs to be inside and safe.
You are at your office, and I understand this does not look out over the square, but what did you see? What did you hear when this unfolded about 60 minutes ago?
Well, basically what happened was that we heard a lot of people shouting, screaming, and then when I went outside here, I'm stepping in the terrace of the office. As you can see, basically there's kind of like, this is Paseo de Gracia, which is one of the main avenues in Barcelona, and that connects directly to Plaza Catalunya and Las Ramblas, where everything happened. So we see all these people like running all the way there, trying to look for shelter and see a safe place where to be safe, you know?
And as they were screaming, were you hearing any car crashes or what could have sounded like bullets fired or any police sirens?
Yeah, of course the police siren were like sounding immediately, and then we heard, I don't know if it was shots or what. We didn't even know what was it. Barcelona is a very safe city. It's actually very local, very it's easy to live here, very multicultural. So you could find that people will start running and away from it, and a lot of tourists. It's a very touristic area, so it was just super frightening to see all of that. All the phones start ringing immediately, trying to see like if everybody was okay. That's when we actually heard that it was a guy that ran over like a lot of people, because we didn't know exactly what happened. We just heard like all the noise and then screaming and then people trying to get into a building safe.
And you probably, Diana, tried to reach colleagues or make sure that family members were safe. What are you hearing from the people around you?
Well, basically what we are hearing is that the guy is on the run, that he took shelter into a Turkish restaurant with hostage and people. And we have not heard anything more. As you probably can hear, we have like over there the helicopter just around us, a little bit nervous, you know, because it's like right there. So we don't know if the person is somewhere over here. So we just hope that they can capture the man and then take legal action against it.
One of the newspapers there in Spain, El Periódico, is reporting that there are two armed men, that they are holed up in a bar somewhere in Barcelona's city center, that there is gunfire in the area. So I suppose you have no indication of when this lockdown will end, do you?
No, we don't know. We're just being told by the police, and actually the police with big speakers have told most of the people just to run to the other side of the street, and basically everybody just to keep calm down and locked into the building. So I guess that they just want the people just to be locked until this happens. We just don't know when it's going to end.
And final question for you, Diana. You talk about, being calm. We have certainly seen incidents in the past where people have used cars or trucks or vans as a weapon in extremist actions, in terrorist acts. How does this affect your mindset?
Listen, it's so sad because I'm an expat here in Barcelona, and we always consider ourselves so lucky of being left out of that terrorism attacks in Europe. That is just unbelievable. There's a big community of people living here. Barcelona has become like a major startup hub. So just the thought of having crazy people doing terrorism attacks in here is unbearable. It's Barcelona is a beautiful place to live, and we hope it continue to be like that.
I want to thank you for your time. Stay safe, and I appreciate you sharing your story, Diana. That was Diana Daniels. She is a local resident. She's currently in lockdown at her office there in Barcelona.